Hey, hey, hey. I hope everybody's doing well. Um, we have one anonymous read that we're going to get into, and it's taking a deeper dive into a son's situation. This is anonymous, so I'm not going to call any names. Spirit team of Anonymous One, as well as the spirit team of her son. Speak truth to power. Give us love, light, grace. Give us mercy. Give us infinite wisdom and knowledge as it pertains to his predicament. What is the highest good message you have for her in supporting him? Pull clarifiers. 3 cards have fallen. Wow. Mm. Wow. Wow. Mm. Okay. All right. This is when I go through the cards on this end. This is called the overall energy, right? Because these cards didn't actually fall, but they go in order and they give information. I'm going to go through that in a second. A lot of information is in there. Okay. So, as much as you all have been through, trust and believe God has been with you. Very first card in the past position. God has always pulled him through and kept him because he's supposed to be kept. This is the Ace of Hearts, Ace of Cups, new emotional beginnings, right? I'm going to be pulling some more cards. I'll probably be using some other decks. That's what I'm getting called to do. But you have a third party energy here. This can also mean creativity and celebrations. I'm not getting that because the card right after it is the Nine of Swords. Look at how those swords are coming down on her back, and she's looking like she is depressed. So it was a third party energy that caused this. And this is a human card. This is not a spiritual card. So there was somebody who was in his energy during that time, and it could have been a feminine energy. Feminine doesn't always mean girl or woman. It could be just a person who exudes, have within them a lot of feminine sensibilities. Mm. And their plan, their desires, their wants for your son caused this burden. But as good as God is, when somebody plans something for us, it makes us stronger, more knowledgeable, and powerful. And look, it's God answering, asking you to answer the call, right? Because this ending is wrapped around to a new beginning, right? Now, this was meant to hurt him. Here's the death card, and here's the Three of Swords. This was meant to end and hurt him because he may have hurt someone else, whether it's rejection or maybe he was in a third party situation at that time. Um, Intermingling of different wants, needs, and so some really bad feelings, right? But here you have the Ten of Cups. He can still have emotional happiness. And even though it does not look like it's possible, God has constantly given you seeds, um, giving you seeds of um, insights to show you that more can be had, right? So his prognosis was really dim, and he has overcome that prognosis, right? God keeps showing you, right? He just had a medical emergency. Boom, God pulled him through. He had another medical emergency, right? And so you have to know that from these seeds of showing you that there's more that can be had, right? You need to know that there's action that you can take, because this is an action card. There's action that you can take in these lower beginning stages in order for you to excel. And I'm saying you because you are mama. You are the protector of home, right? You schooled him on how friends are not friends. And look at how this third party energy has caused this, right? Because you're divine. You knew, right? Without knowing, you knew. That's your energy, right? So there's more tapping in that you need to do in order to become more balanced and powerful. Because here you have two queens back to back, and they're representing you. You coming across as the emotional mother figure, but now you have to tap into your divine self. Notice how this queen of swords has a sword. Swords are thoughts, and this thought, while she's on her throne, this sword is pointing upwards to the heavens. So she's going to get insight from God in order to make her ruling. So all of the things that you do are not just in an emotional basis, but also on an intellectual, spiritual insight, right? So you're combining the two. And so here it is showing where you need consultation, you need unbiased support in order for you to climb up and be able to do what you need to do, because you've been stuck, right? You haven't been literally stuck. This is a figurative card, because look at how in the image, in the mirror, there are swords, which are thoughts, piercing her dress, keeping her stuck in place. But outside of the image in the mirror, the reflection, the swords are really not in her gown, right? So this position that you guys have been put in is a mental, I don't want to say it's a mental one, because you're really going through it. It's not like it's your imagination, but only leaning on what the doctors say. And God has showed you that there is more to his healing than what the doctors say. So yes, you have to listen to the doctors. You have to continue the medical care. I'm not a medical professional. However, as you learn how to lean on the Most High is going to give you insights. It's going to deliver you people and situations in order for you to understand that this does not have to be you all's life. And this is something that you need to do quickly so that you can put an end. Here's another 10, right? So you have 3 10s. You have a 10 here, 10 of wands, you have 10 of cups, and now you have 10 of swords. And again, 10s are endings wrap around to new beginnings. And so this is going to be slow and steady, but it's going to be worth it, right? He's going to have victory. He's going to become stronger, and he's going to be able to talk to you about this victory. But right now, you need the basis of protection, right? He has a lot of love for you. He has a lot of love for you, right? That's the Knight of Cups. So I do offer a course. It's absolutely free. It is a course that people have paid for. I don't attach all the supports, the individualized supports that I had in the past, but I think it's a good way to jumpstart a lot of people's introduction into spirituality, into how to open up their connection with God, because we're all divinely connected to God. God gives us insights. God is always speaking to us, but most of us don't understand the messages. And so I teach people how to open up that connection, how to listen, how to decipher the messages, how to be obedient in order to move forward. Um, hey, Mama Jules. Hey, Diane. I didn't see you guys. I was so busy reading. Hey. And there's some people on other sites that I may not see your comments, but we appreciate all likes, comments, and shares. And so this course, it's a month long, but I think I'm going to change the format. I think I'm going to make it a shorter time period. So I'm still looking at that. And so I think the link to sign up is in the description of the video. If you are interested, you can take a look at it, because that's going to help you, help yourself, help your child to go through this process. And you know what Spirit is saying, it's going to be a process. Okay, so I hope that helped. All right, everybody, that's it for me today. I don't see any questions. If you have put a question in, I'm using a streaming site. So hello, may I please ask, have I met my twin flame soulmate? And your name is, hold on, Aaron the Bee. Okay, I could definitely ask. Oh, and for that anonymous read, I didn't get to pull more cards after the explanation. I think that overall energy really went in and went through. Okay. You're so welcome. Iran, spirit team of Iran, speakers of power, give us love, give us light, give us grace, give us mercy, give us infinite wisdom and knowledge. Has she met her twin flame? Yes. And you need to answer the call. You need to answer the call. Okay. Look at this. The middle card is in tarot. This is the twin flame card, right? Sure, Archangel. Got you. Look at how you have two wands on each side. Two of those wands are yours. Two of those wands are theirs, right? It's an 11, essentially. And it's right in the middle. And the middle card is always the most important card in any reading. And so have you met your twin flame? Yes, you have. And it's going to be important for you to follow this calling. Now, you have to keep in mind that not all twin flame relationships arrive in union. Many times it takes more than one lifetime for one of the partners to be able to catch up to the aware partner, right? And you have to go through the lessons. It's not about coming together in union. It's about learning from yourself and your experiences through the journey, the twin flame journey. So your first card is the Ten of Wands. Yeah, you guys have been through this and have started this all over again. So you guys have not only met in this lifetime, you have met in a past lifetime. So this is not like your first journey. And so you need to answer this divine calling, right? You need guidance. You need unbiased guidance. Um, and when spirit gives the Knight of Swords, it means you need an expert that has insights about masculine energies in order to help guide you through this. For some reason, you need masculine energies. There is going to be someone that's going to be posing. They're going to give you the passion of the twin flame, but they're going to be posing. And it's going to feel like the twin flame journey. So you have to watch out for imposters, right? And that's why it's really important not to focus on labels, but to focus on what it is God has promised you for your love purpose and following that, right? Because when your twin flame, when your counterpart elevates, he's going to be able to give you that. When he does, when they do not, are not able to elevate, God is going to replace them with someone else. And so you are steering the ship, and you need to make sure that you are steering it towards safety, and you are really honing in on your own, you're focused on your divinity, so that these imposters, the fuckboys, cannot fool you. And that really has to deal with communication. If you focus on the label, then you're just going to want it to happen, want it to be. And when you guys come together, let it happen. Oh, he's not letting it. They're doing this, they're doing that. He's doing this, she's doing that. Right. And it's going to cause a lot of heartache and confusion. You're going to need to communicate. That means you're going to have to know your own divinity. Okay. So I hope that helped. Hey, Getuta. Okay, got you. Okay, Archangel, aka Sandy. I like your name, Archangel Guidance Intuitive Tarot Reader. Okay, so Sandy wants information about business or anything. Spirit team of Sandy, speech with the power. Give us love, light, grace. Give us mercy. Give us infinite wisdom and knowledge. Give us all protection and guidance and elevation in this process. Thank you. Okay, business is not coming up. I did ask your spirit team about business, but I also included when you said anything. And when they usurp the original ask, it's because it's more important at this particular moment. There is a love purpose, an emotional relationship that you need to answer, whether it's a child whether it's a romantic partner, whether it is a younger or lateral family member, like a sibling. You got the Knight of Cups. And this horn is calling you. The way that I see it is like this. The horn is calling you to call in and protect this person, this relationship. And because you are spiritual, you have 4 spiritual cards here out of 6. Which means that you have to lean on your spirituality in order to help the practical process within this relationship. Absolutely, Pooh Baby. Hey, Thelma. This is a learning lesson for you and this person. Because there are lower self energies as well as enemy forces who want to infiltrate. And you need to use your spirituality in order to outmaneuver. Because low vibrational entities use our ego, our lower self, in order to infiltrate our path for us and our loved ones. That cause stagnancy, causes us to want to give up. So it's going to be important that you use your connectivity to get these insights in order for the enemy not to win. Okay. So there's a new beginning. This person is going to be able, with your help, is going to be able to elevate, whether this is a lover, a family member, a platonic friend, business partner, whomever this is, they're going to be able to elevate, and there can be new beginnings that can be had. There may be a tendency to ignore emotional situations and connections, but there's going to be regret if you do that, right? You've been receiving messages about this some way, shape, or form, whether it's through your intuition, dreams, however your spirit team speaks to you, itches, instinct, some people get pains, whatever it is, but you've been receiving the message, and you really need to not ignore these messages. You need to learn how to take these messages and just go forward with them, plow through them, right? Communicate with spirit and others with the messages that you get. Use them. That's what's going to make you. Wow, this actually goes into your work. This is what's going to make you an even more powerful spiritualist, because the more that you are obedient to the good spirits and whatever it is, whatever name you use, whether it's the higher self, whether it's God, goddess, whatever it is going to make you powerful when you are obedient to the Most High and you use your talents to help you through your journey and the people around you. Okay? I hope that helps. Okay, you are so correct. And we childhood first loves, and we just crossed paths again after years. It felt like fate. Yeah. So you want to use your spirituality. I have a course. You should check it out. It's in the description box. And it shows how to actually use your spirituality. Is for beginners and advanced people, because what it does is, instead of just getting messages, yes or no answers, you actually learn how to use your spiritual talents and help elevate them and open up that connection. And eventually you won't need the cards. you'll get these downloads and insights, and you'll know how to follow them. So definitely check it out, and it's absolutely free. I'm changing the format because the paid format is a month-long process, and it's a couple of times a week that we met. But in this format, I think it's going to be a shorter time period, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, more intensive. But it'll give a lot of groundwork, and that'll help you with your business. Okay, hope that helped. Okay, Gatuda, what are Adrian's intentions with me? Spirit, team up Gatuda, speech with the power, give us love, light, grace, give us mercy, give us infinite wisdom and knowledge about Adrian's intentions. Thank you. Okay, so Adrian's intentions are pure, but Adrian is problematic, not because they're naturally problematic, but they've been through a lot. Very first card, Nine of Swords. They have gone through a lot, but they really want happiness. They want it all, and they want happiness with you as it pertains to love. But this is going to take work. This is going to take focus. This is going to take being able to break down the components of what God has for you in terms of your love purpose, and then going through the issues within, things that we have picked up from society and our family, that have taught us negative things about ourselves, negative things about our love purpose, and we have to focus so that we can elevate and get to the next level. The lower self is involved in this, the ego, so the unhealed parts of Adrian's past comes up and it follows him. But look at how pure his intentions are. Knight of Cups, right? And so you really need to do the work and follow through, because it's not about whether or not you two will live happily ever after. It's you elevating and learning what you need to learn from Adrian in order for either you two to be a really great couple, or you and someone else. Either way, your spirit team is going to give you insights for you. Okay? It's never about the other person. So I hope that helps. Hey, MV, you're so welcome. Okay, Aaron DB. Okay, MV. You're welcome. Hi. Okay. Spirit team of envy, speak truth to power, give us love, light, grace, give us mercy, give us infinite wisdom and knowledge. Will they get a job? Yep. Okay. There is some type of clashing, whether it's people outside of yourself or people living rent free in your head, that's clashing with your success, with your purpose. Pay attention to your dreams, right? Here you have the moon card next to the devil card. Pay attention to your dreams, because your dreams are going to help carry you and propel you forward. You have a lot of great finances that God has destined for you, but you need to make sure that you are in your divinity. That's knowing who you are, um, and what God has for you in terms of your love purpose as well as your work purpose. Yeah, so if you don't have one, you need to get a dream journal. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Um, you can even use your phone, your device. And when you wake up from your dream, you could type it in or in a note, or you can speak it in, or you can use Google Docs, whatever you want to use. You can do hand to paper, whatever works for you. But sometimes when we wake up in the middle of the night and we have a dream, so that we don't forget it, if we can do a voice message, get it out really quick and come back to it. That way you have enough of it there so that you don't forget. Otherwise, it could become problematic for some people to record it, because they get up late, they got something to do, this happened, right? Um, because look at this, you have the Queen of Coins right after. So you have a lot of financial blessings. And this may be more than a job. This may even be a business or a program, something high level and elevated. But old thinking patterns have to go to the wayside, right? Um, yeah, a job is a part of how you were raised, in order to go about your finances. Look at any of your dreams and see if any of your dreams, awesome, Aaron the Big, welcome, welcome, welcome. I will be sending out information soon. Um, think about if any in your dreams, if they deal with livelihood, jobs, finances, businesses, your purpose, because the enemy is really getting into your head and using your what can be lessons in life against you, thinking that they're really things that's holding you back. Um, yeah, because so you have to break out of that stronghold, that your psyche, your subconscious is using against you, because there's a lot of greatness here when it comes to your finances. Um, your finances, the way that your finances are supposed to be set up in this lifetime, you're supposed to be able to not only give to children in your lineage, whether you have children now or not. Because if you die as the rich aunt, you pass that on to the nieces and nephews, or community programs, or whoever you leave it to, right? But it's going to help everyone that is important to you, right? Typically, a job does not do that. Yeah, you've been distracted, so you really have not been living in your purpose, and this is what causes financial problems. And so you really need to get out of the mentality that you have inherited, and you need to get into your power, get into your divinity, and call in the blessings that God has for you. And this is new emotional beginnings. It's not going to only just be you being happy because you have money. There's going to be emotional satisfaction because you're going to be living in your purpose. Girl, I had 2 kids at 25. Good for you. Good for you. I recently interviewed and went through 5 interviews, and they rejected me after the final round. And 1.5 months of process, the job was perfect. Actually, the job was not perfect, because if the job was perfect, you would have been hired, right? Sometimes God is blocking us. And from your reading, God is blocking you because you need to elevate your mindset, because the job is not for you. you have a better blessing. And sometimes if once we know what our purpose is, sometimes God will allow us to get a job in that purpose, to get more experience, and so that we can pay for things and get our footing. But we have to make a promise that we're using that job to go towards our purpose. Sometimes that's not needed, so you need to go deeper into your purpose um in order to evaluate, because you don't want to be on the cycle. Because if you get a job, then there's always the possibility that you are let go because the company is taking a different direction, or whatever the case may be, and then you're back into this cycle. So you really need to be looking at your purpose. Okay. You're more than welcome to take the course, and I can help you. And it's absolutely free. I can help you tap into spirituality so that you can see what your purpose is, so that you don't have to ask people outside of yourself. You can go straight to God. You can go straight to your spirit team, whatever it is that you believe in. And that's what I teach. Okay. So I hope this helps. All right, everybody, that is it for me tonight. I'm on the East Coast, so it is time for bed. Time to get ready for bed. All right. I hope I've been a blessing to you all, and see you soon. Bye. My mother passed away 2 years ago. I see her a lot in my dreams. I miss her so much every day. Can you please look into my mother's energy if she's doing? Yeah, I can do that. Just make sure that you follow me. I'll come back on. It's only one question per day. Absolutely. Your mother is clearly with God, and she's sending you messages. So it's important to know what those messages are. Venerating her can help with the healing process, and really having a new connection with her, because before, your connection was practical, it was human to human, and now she's in spirit. So now you need to change how you communicate, how you give to her, because she's given to you, because she's coming to you. Yeah, definitely take the course. Oh, thank you so much, Evan. I called you Evan. Aaron. You're so welcome. Okay. Talk to you guys soon. I never know how to get out of here. I don't know how to get out of here.